Istanbul is now a Muslim town. But what are we saying if we perpetually keep Turkey out of the European Union just because it's Muslim? First of all, it's a denial of the huge achievements of men like Kemal Ataturk, who created a secular, westernizing country that just happens to be populated by Muslims. It sends out the worst possible signal to moderates in the Islamic world, saying that we can't incorporate such a country into Europe. And thirdly, are we really saying about ourselves and about Europe that it must be forever coterminous with nothing but Christendom? Well, try going to Bradford and saying that.
So how would you vote tomorrow if there was a referendum?
I'd vote to stay in the single market. I'm in favour of the single market. I want us to be able to trade freely with our European friends and partners. I think Donald Trump is clearly out of his mind. If you think that's a sensible way to proceed, you can't ban people going to the United States in that way, or indeed to any country. And what he's doing is playing the game of the terrorists and those who seek to divide us. That is exactly the kind of reaction they hope to produce. And I have to say, when Donald Trump says that there are parts of London that are no-go areas, I think he's betraying a quite stupefying ignorance that makes him, frankly, unfit to hold the office of President of the United States. I would invite him to come and see the whole of London and take him round the city, except that I wouldn't want to expose Londoners to any unnecessary risk of meeting Donald Trump.
Did you know this picture was out there?
Of course, I knew that there was a picture like that in existence,
and you knew it was put out yesterday.
Whether it was the decision of the it's up entirely up to newspapers to decide what they want to print.
When was it taken?
Well, I don't. Listen, you are.
So that's a state secret.
You're asking me.
So that's a state secret when the picture was taken. So when was it taken?
It's not a state secret. It just happens to be something that I don't want to get into.
You won't even tell me when the picture was taken?
No, why should I?
Because it's not recent. Is it? Your hair in this photograph is not your hair currently, is it?
If I may say so, this conversation is now descending into.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. Thank you. It's currently the Nick Ferrari show. Currently.
Actually,
if you come for this job, that might change as well. Who knows? But if the ball were to come out of the back of the scrum. This is quite an old picture, isn't it?
Nick, I'm not going to comment
on
it's
before the haircut you had from the Turkish chap.
It would be. No, you're wrong about that, because I no longer have my hair. Unfortunately, I no longer have my hair cut by the Turkish chap. I have my hair cut by a very nice person called Kelly, or possibly tomorrow.
When did you last have your hair cut?
You have to ask Kelly, or tomorrow. It was quite recently, actually. Anyway,
what? 3 weeks? 6 weeks? 8 weeks?
Honestly, this is beyond satire. This is beyond satire. We have a fantastic prospect before us.
So this is at least 6 weeks old. This picture.
Mate, I'm not going to comment on the antiquity.
Can we get to the
provenance,
please, Mr.
I'm not going to comment on the antiquity or the provenance of some photo that newspapers decide to put on their front page.
So very quick stuff on your personal lifestyle. What do you do to relax? What do you do to switch off?
I like to paint, or I make things. I like to...
What do you make?
I have a thing where I make models of... when I was in Mayor of London, we built a beautiful... I make buses.
You make models of buses?
I make models of buses.
So they're going to be in Downing Street?
So what I do... No, what I don't make models of buses. What I make is... I get old, wooden crates.
Yeah.
Right? And then I paint them. And they have two suppose it's a box that's been used to contain two wine bottles, right?
Right.
And it will have a dividing thing.
Yeah.
And I turn it into a bus, and I put passengers. You really want to know this?
You're making buses. You're making cardboard buses. That's what you do to enjoy yourself.
I paint the passengers enjoying themselves.
Okay, great.
On the wonderful bus.
Great.
Low carbon, of the kind that we brought to the streets of London, reducing CO2, reducing nitrous oxide, reducing pollution.
If you were...